She's just making her way up here.
Dr. Joy Edward.
There we go.
She comes.
All right, let's give it up for her again.
Wow, look at you! Look at you and look at all of us. We are here of people of principle. We are here to tell this government no to a budget. No. It's a budget that's immoral. It's a budget that's wrong. I'm here on behalf of the Social Planning Network of Ontario. We are small, not-for-profit, community development organizations that range from Sudbury and Timmins in the north to Toronto in the south, to Toronto in the south, and to Hamilton in the west and in the east, Ottawa and Cornwall. Hi, Hamilton! I hear ya! Okay, we work deep in communities. We go deep into the neighborhoods where we see the impact of austerity every day in the faces of the people that we work with. And we know that we need to build a common cause with labor and other community organizations, cross-sectorial, cross-provincial, to take on this austerity budget. This regime creates inequality, poverty, and hardship for all of us. Social planning councils worked with the Ontario Poverty, in poverty in Ontario, and we have seen this budget turning on 4 or 5 years of work in poverty reduction, but worst of all, it has turned against the most vulnerable. We all know that this budget has said no to people on social assistance. It has said we will keep your rates so that you can barely live. Shame. And we know that people on social assistance are hungry. Across this province, people are hungry because you simply run out of money halfway through the month. We are one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and people are hungry. This budget also says no to people on Ontario disability support payments. And it keeps our neighbors living with disabilities poor. There's no dignity in being poor. Shame. And what's this budget say to workers on a minimum wage? People, our people who work full-time, full year, and still live in poverty. There's no dignity in that. Shame! And what about my sector, health and social services? This budget says no to us too. And it says no to creating that vibrant network of health and social services that help every one of us, our parents, our kids, our brothers and our sisters. And it's creating bigger crevices. And you know what? It's us that's going to fall through those crevices. And sometimes there's no way back. We fall hurting, and we fall all the way through. And then just one thought I leave you. And I learned this in South America as I watched the austerity budgets of the dictatorships. And that this budget isn't creating a more equal Ontario. In fact, income inequality is growing. The gap between the rich and the poor is growing. And this means something really important to us. It means the rich get richer. It means that they're more powerful. It means they set the budget, and they set this particular budget. The growing inequality, and would just think about this. This growing inequality, as I stand here in front of our Parliament buildings, will shake our democracy to the roots. It will destroy our democracy. It will create profound divisions between all of us. And it will undermine social cohesion. And it'll lead to a situation where civicness, social peace, can only be maintained through corrosive social policies, through stereotyping people, we see that all the time, and through the heavy-handed imposition of law and order. So, today, we've come together to say no to the cuts. No to the cuts.
No to the cuts!
And we stand here collectively to speak truth to power. We're speaking truth to power. Thank you.
Our next speaker